Sorry for the delay. There were some problems with the live YouTube stream, and for some reason I couldn't get to part two, but hopefully you guys can find this streaming that's going on right now on this channel. And I started a new stream, and so you should refresh the page and hop onto this stream if you haven't got onto it. I know a few of you were waiting around for that. So YouTube, I am working with YouTube on this issue. They do change the back end, and I'm helping them to troubleshoot anything that goes on the front end. And that was one of the issues we incurred. So I don't know what happened, but anyway, we're back to the second part, and hopefully you guys are lined up watching this. Yep, we have one user already, so that's great. So let's see what we were doing. We were actually working on this using the shade brush, as you can see, and we were just filling in the details. So we carry on doing that. We had a 4% brush using the shade brush, as you can see, 100%. And then I'm using the color picker. So every time you're above the midpoint, you can use the color picker there. And then just get these localized colors there. So use the color picker to get these localized. And use the line section I use to confine your drawing strokes. Yeah. So you need to do the lines that you did previously. Don't worry about the details of it yet. Now you can see here we got the yellow region. So let's just go across the landscape again. That's the color, and just fill it in. Think of it like a big paintbrush that's laying down the details, and then you will start laying down the foundational colors, and then we'll start doing some of the details. Yeah, so that's all it is. So we've got a 4% brush almost, and we're just using the color picker. The reason I picked this color picker is because I'm selecting the color tones that are directly underneath. I'm missing out those trees because they're a little bit smaller brush. So now I'm heading back. You can see it's a different color. Heading back to the other side, and we're just going to carry on doing that. Okay. So then we have a wash of colors, just like the real thing, traditional, and then okay, so this is a guide. The fact that I have these line drawing initially is just a good guide for colors I need to do. And if you've got the brush small enough, you can do the bigger bushes here, or the trees I should say, and then just color it in. No problem with that. Okay, color picker. Okay, and then it can go across. So if you have this is big enough for a brush, and then go across again. Pick the color picker and notice the tonal value that change. Okay, here. Okay. Some of you like the shade brush because it behaves so much like a pencil, isn't it? That's what I like about it. I discovered that about 2-3 years ago maybe with a shade brush. And then I decided there's a lot of people who wants to do pencil drawing, or they like pencil drawing, and it's just a great way. And I made many pencil drawings with the shade brush. Good. So this color is a little changed up. Just follow that. Use the line, your line as a sort of a border or something. The line that you did to stop where you should. Okay, here. And again, pick the color picker, get the right color. So that's all you need to do. Okay, going across, and you'll see it lagging somewhat. We were trying to work on that. It lags a little bit because the way the shade brush works can lag a little bit. So all you have to do is just save again and then open it up again. Alright, so pen my paintings and then click on the draw with the draw icon, and there you are, back. So you can see how we're going down, and now we've got a fresh screen again. Okay, just color picker sticks with the same brush, just shade it. Okay. Just operates like a pencil, doesn't it? It's a good brush, I think. It's pretty reasonable. I can achieve most of the, just like drawing with a pencil, isn't it? It's not an ink pen like the line brush. I'll just go across again. Okay, keep going. Use these lines as a guide so you know where the boundary stops on that. Don't use it almost in a literal point of view, and don't be so accurate in your drawing. You don't have to be. Oh, back and forth strokes, okay? Back and forth strokes. Then here you can see picking up the strokes, the color from the background. That's all it is. Let's do that tree. You can see its color shading. And then pick it again, color picker, so you get the right colors that are at the back here, okay? So let's get up to here. We'll see what this looks like, you know, after we've done this, laid down these colors, okay? Look at that, you can see it. This is very different to what I'm used to, but you know what, I'm open to experimentation. And you should be too, you know, always experiment. Always aim to always find new ways to draw. Don't feel you have to be spoon-fed with everything. If you do, you're only looking for easy options. You're not open to learning. A lot of people are not open to learning. They need to be spoon-fed, and they're not going to learn. And digital tools are pretty good way of spoon-feeding people too, and that's what the app developers go for as well. And it's a bit of a shame because you make these people way too dependent on digital tools. You can see the path is a bit, so you can see it's already lagging a little bit, so I'm going to have to see here. So what we got here so far, it's not bad, right? I'm going to carry on. Again, I'm going to do my deed, save, and open it. My paintings, and then draw, and then get this area here. You can see on the house, it gets a bit darker towards. Let's cut down that tree there, and this is the hut of the house. Just put down these colors for now. Don't worry about the detail. Just go over it, just like you would with a colored pencil. The green, light yellow green patch here. Yeah. That's an interesting way of painting, which I don't normally do, but whatever you think is good for you to develop your skills in art, creating art. Anything's good, nothing's a mistake. And Bob Ross says, happy accidents, they're not really, in my opinion, accidents at all. They're just a learning. I call them, you've learned something. That's what I would call it. Mistake is you've learned something. Alright, so here, you can see as you go over it again, you can deepen the colors, but keep your fingers drawing strokes too. So that's pretty good, and we haven't got the details of that, of those little other passage, and we can go with a smaller brush and do that. But in the meantime, let's get these fields, which are a little bit of a bigger color. Okay, let me get those fields. Yeah? Yes, and then we'll have probably done what we're supposed to do, lay down the colors. You can see how the colors are now going in that direction. We'll follow that direction as well as the brush, you know. You can see the light color there. And a bit dark here. Let's go across the field. It's a very pleasant landscape. Should have picked it up yesterday when I was looking for something to continue the tutorials, and then I thought, since I'm working with tones, let me pick tones that I apply to landscape because they're really essential to painting. Okay, let's have a look. That's not bad, is it? So what we can do now is I'm going to start working on the mountain and do something interesting with you guys, yeah? So let me go here. Let's save this, okay? And then I'm going to work with them. Open it up again. I'm going to work with the mountains and move to the line brush. Because we can continue this way with the shade brush. So if you did, you could, I'll show you what I mean. You could take it down, remember we had 4%. You can take it down half of that. Rule of thumb is half. Right? And you can continue to use the color picker to get, I'll show you one part of the mountain. Right? And then just keep doing this. Right? Right? You can continue to do that with the smaller brush. But to me, that's going to take way too long for this 2-hour session, you know. See, it's taking way too long. So what I have is a line brush, which allows us to do something similar, but with more opacity, yeah? So let me show you what I mean by that. Let's say we have about 2%, right? Let me show you what I mean. So we go to the midpoint just above so we can pick the reference colors, right? The reference image color. And look what happens. We're 100%. And just look what happens. I'm picking the exact colors that are in that region. Yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. Just do a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Look at that. That's just way too bright. Look, the mountain can work, but since we already laid down the colors earlier, it just means that we're just going over with an ink color. Doesn't make sense, right? So what we can do is we can do this. In fact, we're gonna save this. I'm going to discard this and I'm going to open it up again. Okay, my paintings. So we're going to have that same mountain again. So I'm going to show you exactly what happens when I have 40%, let's say, okay? And now watch what happens. So we go color picker. You'll see that compared to before, you can see when I'm seeing a darker color, I tend to go automatically a little more with the strokes. We'll do the same thing as we did, and then you'll see the difference, yeah? And then you're going to say, wow, that's interesting. Okay, let's see what we have here. You see that? That looks like more like to what we want, doesn't it? Because it's got more depth, volume, and shape. Because it's not an ink color. So what effectively means is that with the density, we can build up with a few strokes the intensity of that brush. Yeah? So it's just like a shade colored pencil, exactly like a colored pencil, yeah? So we just continue to build the shades. And I'm thinking we could take that nib down even a bit more, right? And then just, so now what happens is you're really paying attention. We'll carry on with doing this, yeah? So you can see these, just follow your the line and just do squiggly marks like this, okay? Let's follow. Right, so we go across the mountain doing that. And let's follow with a squiggly mark, especially around the line edges here. Yeah, and then do more around the line. That's where the border happens. And then just lay down these colors. And you're picking the exact colors because we've got the infinite color pot there, okay? So we're going to do this very quickly. In fact, we don't want to overdo the little bits. Okay, this is just a technique I'm showing you. Now, honestly, I haven't applied this method for a while. I don't know when last time I did this, but anything is possible, right? Okay. We're just going to go across use the line as a guidance, and then just use these strokes, and it'll pick up the exact colors. Don't worry, it picks out the color tones that are within that localized area. So think about the value of doing this. We like mixing paints, yes, so okay, fine, but you don't even have to mix paints. It's all done for us with this wonderful color picker. I've told people that you don't have to bother with color theory. I mean, it doesn't teach you anything really, unless you're into physics. And I've done a lot of physics in my lifetime, well, because I'm an engineer by training. Okay. We're still getting the colors. I'm just doing this quickly because we've already got the underlying colors. We don't have to do too much in terms of the overcolor details, because the undertones actually help in bringing shape. So we're just effectively just following our tones. Yeah, we don't have to do all of it. Just follow the dark tones, and anywhere you see that probably needs a little improvement. So, okay, we're adding another volume of color to this, which really in essence is what painting is all about. You in pencil drawing, you're adding another. That's it. There. Pencil drawing, you go over and over again until you get the shading perfect, right? Well, not perfect, but close to it. There. This is just another style of not doing too much. I'm not trying to do. Initially, I was doing a lot, but I realized that I don't have to because I've already got an underlayer on this. So I'm going to try something different. Just the squiggly. Okay. And then adding these colors. I'm thinking what's happening, at the back. So that's what I'm emphasizing, those dark tones, right? That's all I'm doing. Sort of keeping in mind that, there, can you see that? So I'm following that. There are dark tones there, and these dark tones there. So always looking for new ways. Dark tones there. And you're thinking, why didn't you do it in the first place? But then you remember you'll have white as the underground, but here you don't have the white. You have the tones they've done through shade. Okay, look at that. And we're just emphasizing these tones here, okay? Just a method of painting. This is lighter, okay? Let's see what happens. It's pretty good, isn't it? Hey, wouldn't you agree? I think that's worked quite well, except for that little bit. What happened here? We didn't capture that. Okay, so I think that's working. This actually, what it's doing, the fact that we did this means we're able to do something really quick without too much effort. Yeah, the shading initially, and that is looking better, isn't it? So we can do the same thing. Actually, let's save this. Actually, I've quite effective method. I'm very pleased with that because it turned out to what I had expectations for. Don't have too much expectations. Just have an inkling of expectations. Okay, so this is a 1.95 brush. Again, we know this needs to be populated, and that is actually a lot thicker brush than we want. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do this. This could be a new method of painting actually on digital. Who knows? You'll be the first to witness this. So again, here you see, you can see your painting, and then go back to the mid position. These tools are there for exactly for that. You can see it's a bit green, so I do that. So the lines was there for a good reason because it showed us the tonal variations. We're picking up on that again. Okay, here. And here the darker tones here, and across that field it could be something else. We don't know. It's a different color. And then here, and then we'll zoom out to see what that. This is just like a painter when he paints on his canvas, and then he zooms out. That's all right, isn't it? I think that's coming out nicely. So again, we'll go in the mid position there. Right, so again, got there. So got the sweep. The fact that we've done this, in fact, I like it so much. I'm going to do something like that tomorrow. So don't worry if you didn't get what I'm doing. You've got an opportunity to ask me questions on this, and then hopefully I'll do tomorrow is a little bit more of the information that people need. I can say not the darker here, just good. So we don't have to do too much because we already laid down the colors. Okay, there's some colors there obviously, and then there's a black, another tree line perhaps. Okay, and then what have we got here? We can just simply do this with this. Just go simply like that. Okay, then again simply get the marks there, and then let's do this block of follow the dark patches there. Look at that. Okay, don't worry about getting exactly right. Follow these dark patches. Then probably a new method of painting here I've just discovered. Thank you for being a witness to this new style of painting on digital. Okay, can you see it? Here, because we've already got, this is the beauty of this drawing, is that when you've got the shading done already for the laying down the foundational colors, foundation, it's easy. You can just go a little bit haphazard. You don't have to be exact because you've already got an undertone underneath, right? Now, this is why my digital artwork never looks like digital, because have you seen me using automated tools? No. We'll just do this and have a good look to see where we are, right? So it's a combination of shade as the foundational color and then the line brush. Okay. Oh, let's have a look. It's looking good, isn't it? I reckon what we could have done with the tree, the big bushes of the tree, is actually to make it spend a little bit more time putting the foundational colors down. That we can do later on, in the next type of drawing. But for now, this is what we have. So, okay, that tree now. We know these are dark colors, so I'm gonna follow these lines, colors. Pick the color picker. Okay. It's the great beauty of the color picker. And then you know what to do there. What to do there. All right. Let's keep going, yeah? This is just adding volumes of colors. And that, there's no colors there. So I can add the colors there. There's green there. Around here. We're just following these lines, yeah. Okay, all across there. It's very plain here, isn't it? Nothing exciting, I don't think. But still follow the lines, right? Yes, take, because the line drawings will add a little bit of a jagged edge to the whole drawing, so we're going to smooth it if you can. Like that. Here. Look at that, beautiful, isn't it? Oh, let's see. It's looking pretty good, isn't it? Now you can see there. Now you can see. Look, there are white patches here. Shouldn't really be there. Should be just wonderful yellow We may have missed it out last time, but this is where you can correct. Can you see around there? Because that's very easy to go miss the areas around. So next time when I do the shade, I'm going to spend a little bit more, not as crude as I have done here, but still this was an eye-opener for me. I believe it's quite the eye-opener. Okay, now we can come to this part. This lovely area here. I think. Right there. No drawing experience required. Right, but you're learning a great deal as you draw what's behind the drawing, right? So I'm already familiar that what goes around the area of that tree. I'm spending a bit more and trying to rectify that. Let's go to this house here. I've got a really lovely brush. There. Go over it again. Side of the brush. This reminds me of when Bob Ross does his painting and he knows the side is quite a bit dark contrast. And he makes the whole thing pop out, doesn't he? Just simple stroke of his brush. Alright, let's look, I think, what it looks like. Pretty good, isn't it? Now you can see you need to get the foreground. That looks like a castle. It could be a castle, isn't it? It's a bit of a mishmash. Now we can fix that, isn't it? There. Big line of trees, isn't it? Alright. Okay, that looks a bit better, isn't it? So let's save that, open it up again. Painting, draw. So what have we got here? So we've got this. Let's see if any areas you feel that needs to be fixed, like this house. I'm going to show you a trick. I'm going to show you something that's really helpful to you. Is go back and forth. See that? You can see that you need to improve on that. And you can see there's a green patch here. Good. Get some of the details, right? Okay, and then here, See, look at that bush. So lovely, isn't it? And here, that colour. We got 100% here. And then here, over there. And then here, the green patch. I think that's alright. Just cover that up. And then here you can see little patches of how we're shaping it even more, okay? And then here, you can see that green, lovely green patch. And just get across that. Just do another green patch there. This coming up here. And then we have this. So just following, right? Really trying to add texture to it now. Right there. Doesn't matter how you add this texture, as long as this texture comes. Look at that. You know that's falling. Look at that. There, it's very dark. That green here. So you can just shape what's happening there, there. Let's see here, pick these colors and just add some shape to it. See that? There. So hopefully you know that this is not an image. It's flattering for you to think that I can draw so well. There, can you see the colors we picked there? It's lovely warm colors there. And now here, got the green patch here. Shaping it, shaping this landscape. And then you can see here, okay, and here, I'm just adding the textures so it looks like part of that. Adding these little tiny textures that make up the difference to this landscape, isn't it? That's what it is. There. And here. There. There's a lovely yellow patch here. And then we're going back here. You can see the patch here. And then just keep shaping it, okay? Like a sand dune, isn't it? Like some golfers would come here and start taking over the whole place. Okay, here. Let's see, here's a little bit darker patch, isn't it? Yeah, why should we miss that, okay? This all adds up to this wonderful texture of the land. You know, that's what gives it such richness and beauty. That's why I like doing landscapes a lot. Trust me, I could draw landscapes all the time. My daughter and I were talking yesterday and says, where would I want to live? She has the same opinion. I wanted to live in a concrete jungle. Live in a beautiful place. And she goes, you just want to move there so you can bring your easel out, paint. And I said, but you have to understand, that's the reason I love it. I love nature. And I think she got that. It's not necessarily because I want to paint and draw, but the fact that I can paint and draw, it just added thrill to the whole pleasure of admiring the beauty around us. Looks like a cultivated field, doesn't it? Let's have a look. Keen to look what it looks like. Fascinating. We're going to go over the line again. Curve. It won't take too long, so bear with me while I finish this. Just bear with me, because this is too much fun to rush, isn't it? I think you'll agree with me. Right there. Look at that. We need that patch here, isn't it? Let's get this patch down. Okay. I feel like we have to do another landscape tomorrow to continue this wonderful method painting. So it's shade and then line. No other tools. People get carried away with tools. They think that somehow they're going to become a magical artist. They become a magical artist around tools. You gotta learn. Wow, look at that beautiful patch. Wonderful, isn't it? And what we have here, got a lovely little line there. You can tell this is all cultivated by man. Go here. Just put the colors down. Don't worry about it. And look at these deep colors there on the left side. So we're going to capture that. Right there. And look at that deep blue there. Look at that. Lovely. Pick that color. That green patch. There. Wonderful, isn't it? And then let's come back to here. Can you see how you're forming a hill? Almost like a falling hill. There. Let's try and capture that. Now get these colors. There. We didn't do much here on that. Next time we will. Look at that. That's not the way. It's not that light colored. We didn't touch that. Let's see what we have here. I think I know what to do. Just stretch it, because it's a long patch, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, and then we got these colors. Wow. Just let's see where these comes across here. And then, well, there. just goes here. Oh, look at that there. It's beautiful, isn't it? Then we got these colours coming right across there, giving the illusion of slope. Oh, wonderful, isn't it? And then look how it gets a little patchy and dark there. Right, so we can follow where the dark areas are by using that. Okay. Oh, there. What's going on here? Let's pick a color here. Just use a cross shape. So it looks like this. What have we got here? Look at that dark patch. That's the beauty of. Look at that. It's like a dark border to the whole scene, isn't it? Let's get this here. So good once you've mastered some of these techniques. Right, take away the white here, isn't it? We didn't do much here, so we rushed a little bit, I think. Look at that, beautiful. It's a lighter color, so I'm going to just sweep along with the light color. Usually I've been using the dark color. Now I'm going to see, this is quite dark. So add the dark to give some substance here. There, isn't that lovely? We've done that. It's a beautiful landscape, isn't it? And I've got details without showing too much detail. So let's save that. We passed our time limit, but then we were 10 minutes late, weren't we? So we're okay. Okay, let's pick that drawing up again. So this is where we are. We've got to just on the right side do that, and then you know you can do a few more touches, right? So next time we will just make sure we do the shade brush, right? So we have a bit more. So I've gone back. Because I want to be really quick at this. Pick the colors. So when you do this, you're picking the tones that are supposed to be in that region. Okay. So I'm going over it again, and now obviously this is picking dark tones. That tree, this column of tree, big one, isn't it? Bob Ross was very famous. You hear me quoting a lot of Bob Ross because his techniques were showed how many people have the wonder of joy of painting. I don't want to show people the joy of drawing on the phone and painting on the phone. Now that we've got technology, let's pick the colors up again. So you're picking the actual colors. Yeah, so probably look how quickly we're covering, adding more textures as we go along. More textures and shape. Wonderful landscape, isn't it? It's been a while since I did landscape, therefore I'm probably enjoying it a bit more than usual. Okay. Let's have a look. So much better, isn't it? We've even got that sort of cultivated area around there. We could improve on that. For now, right now, it's okay. We just carry on, just replenishing it. What have we got here? Down here. You can see here we're a bit far off in terms of the colors that we need to pick for this. It's on the right side. Okay. So we can go here and just merge it in. That's it. And here, pick these colors. That's it. That's all you need. So here, can you see there's a passage going through there? Right. Look at that, lovely. I'm telling you, it's a golf course, man. It's a golf course. It's where Trump would love to get his hands on, probably. I know he's got his hands on some of the Scottish turfs. I don't know about Tuscan Valley. I don't think they'll allow him to turn that into. That's, wow, that's looking good. Okay, so we're now here. So now, remember the strokes are like, ooh, so that's what I'm going to do. Get the strokes here. Yes. lovely green strokes there. Just do that. Helps you. I know I'm pretty good at this. I don't expect you to have the same speed. Okay, what's going on here then? I've got a lovely yellow patch there. There. Let's go across there. Lovely yellow patch there. Wonderful. I think you'd agree that if you can draw like this, you'd probably want to stay close to nature. Right, let's do the right patch here. Oh, that's lovely path, I think, going through here. Right. And then you got that lovely, it's probably a road, I think. Yeah. Okay, what we got here? Some beautiful patches of grass here. Let's make that go through there. And we have green patch there. Remember, it's very important that you follow what's in the drawing. Yeah, look at that. Wonderful. Choose the yellow. And then you can follow the shape. That's just random. And then you have another color that you could use, sweep it along here. And another color of green. There. Just makes it look like there's something going on right there. Pick a color there. See how it's getting bigger and bigger, yeah? So go across the field. This is where you could take your dog for a walk, right? Or for a run, I should say. I'd love to get lost. Right there. Just draw the strokes. And my fingers do the walking. Right there. And then all the way. Let's see what we got here. I think it's coming together now. Now you can see the foreground's going to pop out. And it's going to be lovely. So let's save that. I'm sure you want me to finish this. Probably don't want me to end. Can you wait till tomorrow? I don't think so. I don't think I can. You can't. Okay. So let's go back here. It's a very interesting drawing in the sense that I don't often draw like this, but let's see here. I could use some of the strokes. Just pick a color. So let's stay at the midpoint and then get some of these out the way, yeah? And I'm going to go really quickly. You can see I'm focusing on the dark spots here. I want to see what that looks like. Remember, I used a combination of this and, of course, the widest scale of the trace. Look at that. Now you can tell it's coming to the real foreground, isn't it? Let's see if that works, right? It's very subtle. It's not like some of the paintings where it's clearly visible with the grass, you know, and the so every time I'm picking the, so I don't have to mix the paint. That's why I'm a lot faster than most people think. And you can't honestly tell me that this is a digital painting as well when you see it. You just can't. People think digital has to be digital looking. I wonder what happened to that lady when she saw my painting. Why didn't she actually inquire? I'd have to run off and hide. Inquire as to, maybe she thinks I'm cheating or something. Or some. The problem is most people have a simple opinion of what this is about, the basic knowledge, and either dismiss it or like it. That's why most of the sensationalist videos do well, because they're sensationalizing, and people like sensational news. That's why the news can manipulate or motivate the public. That's why the news media is powerful, and most governments know that. Alright, look at that. Beautiful. I wonder what it looks like. What do you say? Following the strokes. And this color. I just want to go past a bit here. Let's see. Just want to do a little bit, tiny amounts here, and then we might have to do it again. That's what I'm guessing. Okay. All right. There. There. That's there. There. So notice how the strokes were a lot bigger when I came to the foreground, right from the foreground, yeah? That's how it should be. Oh wow, we've done this here. It's a bit light, isn't it? Okay, let's see what we have. It's looking good, isn't it? Yeah. In fact, let's take a break. And for those of you who really want to see this finished, you'll have to have just a bit more patience. Let's do a 5-minute break on this, okay? All right then. I'll see you shortly. Hello guys, welcome back, and we're going to complete this painting. As you can see, we've done a pretty good job so far, you have to admit. And so what we need to do now is I was doing the grass here, it's looking good, and it's giving a sense of depth here, as you can see here. And we've still got a bit more to do in terms of the cloud and everything. So let's just carry on what we were doing before. So remember, I started with big strokes at the front, deliberately trying to give that illusion of depth. If you go over it enough times, you will be able to bring more realism to this, the grass bit. And so if you, it's probably a quick way to do this, and I'm going to show you the quick way as well. But let me try and capture some of the dark patches that are showing up here, right? Okay. I'm just capturing the dark areas. And I'm going to show you a quick way to get this complete. Here, and just cover it. So now focused on the dark patches here. Okay. 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 Just do as much as you can. I've already done quite a bit earlier. So I'm just, and then we'll take a look at it to see what we achieved so far. Right. So a little bit of a white patch that we didn't cover. So it's a great opportune time to clean this up. I think, yeah, can you see a bit here that we haven't? May need to do a bit here. Let's pick the color picker, you get the right color, and then just go over it so you get density of colors there, which would make up for this realism here that we're trying to get. Let's see what we have here. Wow, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of areas that we're trying to cover. Keep it local, don't make it too... No. Okay, yeah. There's lower. strokes of the brush. Okay, let's have a look. That is not bad, is it? We're almost getting away with the brush strokes, so we could probably carry on. Let's save this and open it up again. Not this one, I don't think. This one. Okay, so you can see there's some white patches here. So just let's go over here. Anywhere where you see the, you can see that. It's a great way of can see that. So you can go here. It'll be easier for you to tackle this. Right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go from here, tackle this, areas that you can see while you're there. I can see it there. So since we're actually doing okay with this method, we're just going to carry on with this, what we're doing. Yes. So we're going to do. I don't want to do anything just yet without knowing what the results are here. See here. Okay. But here. And anywhere you saw the colors. So look. Okay, can you see here? decided to use the more of a this annoying this happens. So actually I'm just going to use this one color to go with the rest. Don't have time because I know you've got other things to do. Sorry, but I don't have just have time. I'm just going to go. This is going to take far too long if I don't finish this quick. Yeah, I think it's a good color that we picked. Let's go over it once again. The same color. Just make sure that I've got covered all of the areas. I didn't do a good job at with obviously. I'm going a different stroke to the opposite. Otherwise, we don't want to look at like hayfields are gone hoary, isn't it? They've gone in a particular one same direction. Okay. Oh, I can fill that area up, isn't it? Any other area that looks, yeah, it's fine. Otherwise, we'd be here for ages, isn't it? It's a good sort of balanced color that we picked. So just going to go and fit that in. Didn't do a bit here, so we can do that here. There's a lot of areas in that foreground field that we need to do anyway. Sort of, let's have a look. Pretty good, isn't it? Except that we haven't done. Can you see how it's openly standing out like a sore thumb? See how much areas we have to cover. My goodness. You can see it's a lot of areas. And it is a tiny brush. Come on. Look at it. It's a tiny brush. Then we can change the brush. Look at that. Go like that. Why not? You can see the effect we're creating just by doing this. See how I notice how I'm extending my strokes as I go down to the foreground, closer to the front. It's a good reason for doing that because it's bigger, right? It can give you an illusion of depth. Right? It's going to give you an illusion of depth. And that's what we want. Maybe this field there. Can you see how it's giving the illusion of depth here? And that's worked quite well actually. I like that. I've got to remember what I did there. There. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, isn't it? Now, let's go and do the clouds. So let's save this. And let's get on with the clouds, mate. My paintings. And look at this cloud. So we're gonna, I know these clouds are vibrant, so I'm gonna try, and the clouds I tend to go down a little bit less. And a little bit thicker brush. Let's see what we can do with this cloud here. I'll just aim for these lines here for now. And then if you're okay with it, doing a circular strokes, as you can see, everything looks easy, isn't it? Don't forget I put a lot of time behind how I've achieved this, so I may make it look easy, but in reality a lot of thought went behind it. So keep that in mind before you jump to conclusions. That is the reason why I can draw so well. Well, I like to think I can draw so well because I don't see anyone come close to me. I'd love to. I haven't seen anyone yet. If you do get to this level that I'm looking for, just contact me. I might have a job for you. Paintology. I'm actually on the lookout for people very good in art and who can good in traditional and let's have a look, see what that looks like. Oops, you haven't done this bit here. Oh, so you're blue here. Yeah, I think you're blue. Let's go here. Wow, look at the time. Man, I'm spending way too much time with you guys. I think you should stop paying me. I mean, I don't know if anyone in their right minds are going to offer you a free class like this. You should stop paying me, man. I think I'll take it to membership soon. Because this is a lot of effort on my part. Teaching you guys and you're not producing anything. You're not doing anything similar, so what's the point? Yeah, I might just want to do that. Take it to membership. Oh, let's have a look. It's not bad, is it? Yeah, what do you think? It's not bad at all. So, let's just fix the lines here. Just bear with me while I've... Well, let's pick this up a little bit, 26%. Just bear with me while I do a little bit more touch-up. And then we will... Okay, you can see here, a bit more touch-up there. I'm not using the shade brush because that would take forever. And just trying to get rid of these lines as well while I'm painting this. The line drawing that was initially done here. Just getting rid of these. Normally it's the line brush and the shade brush that I would use to get the effect I'm looking for. But I'm just doing it different. Yes, that is looking good, isn't it? Very happy with that. Let's just get the colours. Just get the colours and pick it up and just stay on my canvas, pick the colours and just swirl it around. Okay. Let's get these colours. That's it. Just swirl it around. This is all new to me. New techniques that you're witnessing. Oh, that's good. I like that stroke. Lovely stroke. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Lovely. Take it and lift it. Almost like a lifting. Reminds me of what he used to show. Lift it. It's looking good there. So let's see if I can improve the clouds with a bigger brush. And leave it there. Right. Actually zoom out. Take this color. Right, just take it down. Even put the subtlety in there. Pick a color. That's it. That's it, isn't it? And let's get these colors softened. It's all about softening these clouds, isn't it? There. How about that? Looks good. Let's get some of that dark blue. Let's get some of that dark blue over it. And just some of the dark blue clouds are just what we need. You know, put some more of that dark blue, give it more punch. Those at the back look good, doesn't it? Look at that. I think we got something good going on here. And then light blue just to soften this area here. Right on. I think we're all right. Get back up a bit. And I know we've got a good color here. There, soften it. Pick some of the white, soften it. Right there. Okay, soften that. There you are. I think we're done. I could do a bit more on this right side. But you know what? I think we're okay. This is our Vincent van Gogh style painting with lots of So we're going to finish here. Maybe sell it in NFT, right? Why not? You could be the first one to purchase it. Alrighty, so now I've got that. I'm going to just put Paintology on this. Yeah. Oops, it's a bit too sharp. Let's put Paintology. And everyone knows that was done by Paintology. Okay. Save. LB2 land. Tones. Final. Alright. So please do comment and let me know what you think. Could improve more of that, but you can see the technique I used was quite effective. So I'll bring you another drawing tomorrow, yeah, with that. So hopefully I'll see you again for another session. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one, and please do comment. Let me know if you've given a chance to try it, and then and also subscribe to my channel. So I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye now.